Aloha, my friends. Welcome to AI. Where are we? The AI Entrepreneur. Um, the Facebook version of AI 101, where you get to find out what we're doing in AI 101, just not the how. You got to get in the room where it's happening to be able to find out the how. Um, Something real cool that I'm going to go over today, two cool things. One thing is I'm going to talk about how I use Perplexity to be able to identify a possible scam. So, someone, and if you know anything about me, I am not the biggest fan of crypto. Uh, Let me accept Colleen in here. So, and Colleen has, let me turn the waiting room off. So if she tries to get in, it actually happens. Guest can unmute. Okay, unmute. Anyway, so Perplexity, crypto, me, not the biggest fan. Now we're caught up. So I had a friend who knows that I am way into AI, down the rabbit hole. You guys know this. I'm preaching to the choir. So she had found this platform that the AI did the crypto trading for her. And she's like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, send it over to me. I'll take a look at it. So she didn't really send it over. I was sitting next to her. I scanned her phone to get the web page. I took a screenshot of the web page and put it into Perplexity. It was not a 5-star review. Let's just say the people on Yelp definitely hated this platform. So, um, yeah, so the people hated it. And, well, the people, the AI, everyone hated it. But you could see where um, it said that it, like all the websites it pulled up, everything that, so legitimately you could go back and finish your investigation on your own and read all the websites, um, and take a look at it and see that it was not legitimate. Anyway, um, then they sent me a YouTube video. And oof, it did not give good reviews of the YouTube video. It pointed everything out that was red flags. Perplexity had also done a list for me to help me identify things that are not cool. So I also, like, I said, hey, take a look at this. And from your list, what does it fall under? And again, not cool. Then I took a picture of the guy who's presenting on the YouTube video, and it said he was probably AI. So if you guys think that something's off, Perplexity is an amazing research tool for that as well. So I don't know why Colleen is muted. Okay, she's coming on camera. So
Well, it's
that's,
dark. Sorry. I'm driving.
but that's how you can use Perplexity as a deep research tool, not only for your company, but to keep you safe, to keep people in your family safe. So yeah, that is huge.
I always
Um,
miss the good parts, you know?
you can watch the live stream later because you're
Yeah.
about to get the second part of this call where I'm going to be sharing my screen. Um, Come on, you can do this. Okay, here we go. Window share. Um, Something that I have been doing for the members of AI 101 is I have been doing an AI review of their business. And because we have a lot of life insurance agents in this group, I figured I would pull up um, a review that I did of someone's life insurance slash health insurance slash Medicare business because we're coming up on AEP season. So yeah. Um, so if you take a look at this and yeah, you're not muted, so I can't hide you to make this bigger
Oh,
for
I'll mute my.
all right. And I wish there was a way to make this bigger for you guys, but hopefully you can look at it anyway.
They should
Um,
be able to make it bigger on their own on their screen, though.
Hopefully, you can take a look at this. But if anyone wants a copy of this presentation, send me a message. Just if you're on YouTube, just comment that you want the presentation. If you're on Facebook, well, you know how to get a hold of me. So what we did was we did an AI review of their business and taking a look at what AI could do in the next 23 days to help them launch for AEP. Yeah, of course, this is a presentation, so it's going to talk about, 23 days left. Your first mover advantage if you do AI because, other people in the space aren't using AI yet. And in the area that he is operating, there's over 100,000 prospects. So he's a very robust market. So, we're we took at first it analyzed their website. So their website did not get a great review because of its generic messaging and a poor um, call to action for the website, which is honestly probably the easiest thing that AI can do for you. You put your website into any AI and say, hey, analyze it, give me better copy. Now, if you're using custom GPTs like we have in AI 101, it will give you better information because it's been trained on really taking a critical marketing eye to your assets. So you can go generic or you can come over to AI 101 and use the tools we have in there. Um, marketing automation. Of course, just from the website, I couldn't tell if he had a CRM and what automation is in place, but it did see that there was no chatbot. So a chatbot allows customers basically to Google your website. It's trained on everything. It answers the person back in human language. It summarizes whatever your blog posts are. So you've got an electronic sales agent there answering questions, and people aren't leaving your website to go to AI, to go to Google, to go to another resource. They're staying in your buying atmosphere. So that is probably the number one reason to have a chatbot on your website, especially an AI powered one, is that they are chatting with the digital version of you and they're staying in your buying space. And you can program it to say, like every third or fourth message, would it be easier if you booked a call with one of our insurance agents? And it gives a link to the calendar with the most uh, affordable versions of it that I can help you with. But as you get higher and higher in the AI food chain and you've got the money to spend, there's some very agentic AIs out there that can actually analyze your calendar and help them book an appointment right there in the chat. But it just depends on how much money that you have currently to spend on these AI projects. So it's estimating from this website not being as strong as it could and not having that 24-hour assistant on the website, missing out in as much as 50K of revenue. That's a lot of money, folks. That's a lot of people's salary in America for 1 year, 50K. It can make or break your Medicare season. So, what are some of the positioning mistakes it pointed out? Solutions you can count on. Everyone has solutions you can count on. I mean, McDonald's has a solution you can count on. Gaining 20 pounds every time you eat a Big Mac. But anyway, it doesn't really give a call to benefit, really to tell the consumer what is going to happen. How is this agency going to solve your pain? So, Medicare Clarity Partner. So now something is actually happening. You're gaining clarity on your problem. Your problem right now, you're looking for Medicare solutions. What would you like? A clear, simple answer to know which plan to choose. How much time do you want to spend figuring this out? Well, you wouldn't be going to an agent if you wanted to go down the YouTube rabbit hole and spend hours on it. 20 minutes. It is a smart promise, it's a smart goal. And this is what AI is able to do. Without you having to hire a consulting firm, you're joining my group coaching. And I guarantee my group coaching is pretty amazing and pretty economical compared to hiring a whole marketing agency and getting them to be able to produce in the next 23 days. I think I see Colleen coming back. So she probably has a
I have a,
question.
I do have a question. You're so smart. So what if we don't have a we don't have a website that we necessarily want to put up? Like, is that something you teach in your? I haven't had a chance to really go through it too much. I mean, I've been through it, but I didn't dig like looking for it specifically.
Honestly, everyone should have their own web presence. It's like having a business card in this day and age. If you don't have something out there and people can't find you and you can't send them somewhere. I mean,
So
you're probably
I
not ranking anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter as much. But if you're sending someone to a website and it's not converting for you, what's the point? Why'd you spend the money?
well exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like I have a website, but it's not mine. It's the generic one that you get when you log on to Health Sherpa. You know, like it's personalized, but I can't do anything like put a chatbot on it. I don't think.
So things that you can do, like if you have coveredbycolleen.com, you can
Yeah, I still own
backlink
that.
that to Health Sherpa. You can put your own personal website up that connects to Health Sherpa. So, but if people are finding you on there, I mean, you got to work with what you have. If you can't do it, you can't do it. If you can't
Well,
add anything personalized,
I can add like, you know, I can add my pictures, and that even gives me a thing to like track where my leads are coming from when I post my link. But I also have Go High Level. Oh my God. Why? Okay. So, I'm sorry. I just got distracted. But yeah, so I mean, I do have options. I just don't Go High Level. I'm not there yet.
that is probably the other half of my business besides doing AI is coaching people. They've got their sub account and Go High Level. They don't understand how to use it. They're not getting the support they would like from whoever sold them the Go High Level. Honestly, I met a guy that gave me a generic custom GPT for Go High Level. The problem is, it's for an agency level, so it's not as well trained on sub accounts. So every time you have a sub account question, you have to specifically say, how do I fix this for my sub account? So that is
Right.
one way to do it. Yes, you can put up a website, but honestly, if they're finding you through Health Sherpa, if you can put a small um, description on there, if you put a hyperlink to, hey, if you want to chat with Colleen AI about health insurance, click here, and it brings them over to the other website. It takes them off of the Health Sherpa and brings them to your home, which you should also backlink to Health Sherpa if you need Health Sherpa stuff. So there are ways to do it, and you can scotch tape Frankenstein this thing together. But again, that
Mm-hmm.
requires probably a phone call with me and a consulting session um, to be able to do this.
So could I just use a landing page? Because that might
Yeah,
be a lot easier.
that's what
Or
I'm
no?
talking
Okay.
about. It's a landing page
Okay.
that you'll use, like if you're paying for Facebook ads, you would use a landing page that would eventually drive them to Health Sherpa. So there's a lot of things you can do. um, if you don't have your own website or if you're using it from some kind of franchise that you
So
basically put a
yeah,
landing.
I have a couple of. Do have a website through Skip, but again, I need to like. I just need to finish it, and that's where I get stuck every time. And I'm like, I don't like it. I want it to be different, and every time I go in there, I'm like, no, I can't do it. And you know how I am, like. I don't like this and I don't like that, and I'm like, I don't even. It didn't build it the way I wanted it, but I haven't been in there in a while, so I think that they've changed some things up. I need to look at it. Have you built a website through Skip, Heather?
No, I actually use AI to custom code websites in either System.io, which is free, or I have Go High Level and I do that in there. And that's how I built my website, which
Right.
again needs to be updated because I really am doing more of either one-on-one coaching or you come into the school community. There is no third option anymore.
Right. And I'm also in the school community for Go High Level. I just don't ever get in there because it's, yeah, you know, I've just been working a lot lately. And now with open enrollment literally here, like I've got to get on it. So, you know, it's
Yes.
right around the corner.
So looking specifically, and we're talking about AEP right now, we haven't gone, and we can talk later about open season for affordable health care. These are a different group of people. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, they're the same people, but different ages. Overwhelmed researchers, you're going to get those um, in any marketing area. Silent sufferers, they're staying with what they have. They've had the same car insurance, house insurance, health insurance for years, even though they're probably overpaying, but they just don't want to go through the hassle of changing things, changing doctors, doing all of those things. And then you have your proactive planners that are really, they're out there, and they're honestly probably your ideal people because their hand is on their wallet right now. So what the next slide is about is probably the most valuable for your website. Using AI detection tools to find where those overwhelmed researchers are. What is preventing people? So you fixed the call to action. You have a better call to benefit. You fix the wording. Where are people getting stuck? Why are they clicking? Where are they clicking? What's working? What's not? So these are two. Microsoft Clarity is a free analytical software. It is not as robust. Hotjar is very robust. And are who right now is getting more than 35 daily visitors to their website? If you are, you're probably making enough money for the full version for $40 a month, especially if you're only doing it during your hot selling season. And you can see where users click, where they scrolled, where they got stuck, why they're hesitating, where they're abandoning your form, feedback widgets asking what's missing in real time. So honestly, this is not hard to set up because you know what? You're going to go, hi, ChatGPT, explain to me like you would explain to someone who's never installed anything on a website before, how do I put Hotjar on this website? And put your website in there too, so it can possibly see behind the scenes. So it can't always see behind the scenes of your website. Um, a lot of times, if you go on your website, left click on inspect, so all the code is showing up. Take a picture of that, put that into ChatGPT, because science, math, ChatGPT, science, math, reading code is a lot easier than it looking at pictures. So
Oh
that's
my
how
God, I
I
always
would set
wondered
up
what
these
that
tools.
did. I'm so excited about that, Heather. I always wondered what that was because I always accidentally do that and that pops up and I'm like, what is this? Like, so I'm like, I can't, I've tried to read it before and I'm like, I have no idea what it's saying. So I just exit out of it. So that's a great idea. Thank you I didn't know that. Okay.
So
I love that.
just implementing one or two of these solutions, a chatbot, doing analytics on where people get stuck on your website so you can improve it during the season. So as you're flying, it's like, oh no, they're all leaving here. I could have had these customers. Um, Yeah, this
I have a
is,
question. When you're done talking, I just have a quick question. Go ahead. Sorry.
and there's actually another program that I use called Reach Inbox, which is a one-time pay system. If you're interested in it, I would love to refer you to the program. But one of the things they have inside Reach Inbox is a piece of code that you can put on your website. It's a cookie tracker. And if people don't have their cookies locked down, which I guarantee most of the people doing Medicare do not have their cookies locked down. Maybe some of your younger people who are a little more computer savvy. So you can see their names and where they're coming from, their locations. And the cool part about Reach Inbox, it also tells you what their LinkedIn is. So maybe for those younger people who are looking for stuff, then you can contact them there, but it also captures their email address. Now, that could be super creepy if you're like, but if they're in that age for Medicare, they know they're being targeted bad. So if you're reaching out to them by email and now you know where they got stuck on your website, so you know exactly what their pain point is, so you can really customize those emails to those people. Just saying. And I haven't put a hot jar on my website. It's on my to-do list. So I don't know if it actually captures names as well or just click data. So, Colleen, what do you have going on?
So I did get, and I was going to ask you about this. So I did get, because I have a Google My Business, but I never finished it, of course, because I got stuck, and I just gave up on it, out or whatever. And I got a message the other day from Google that said I had 28 clicks on Google My Business, and I'm like, okay, so maybe this is in my area. Maybe this is a good thing for me. So, what do you think about Google My Business? And like, is it? I don't know. Is it a personal, like,
Google My
per area thing?
Business is invaluable. Everyone, A, Google My Business is free. B, it makes you show up on Google Maps. It helps in Google searches because the first stuff that comes up too is the stuff, especially if you're working locally, is the Google stuff on the map. So absolutely, I would have Google My Business done. And the nice part is once you have Google My Business done, you can also put it on your website. So Google does not give you as much information as Reach Inbox does because they have their privacy standards are they're a big company. They got to have privacy standards. But some of these other companies are not as strict with privacy, but it'll tell you how many people have gone to not just your Google My Business page, which was the 28 clicks. So basically, 28 people found you on Google. It'll also tell you how many clicks you've had on your website, which everyone
Well,
gets included for free.
I don't think I have a website. I think I might have my Health Sherpa link on there. I don't know. I'll have to look.
No, so you would have to put your Google, there's a piece of code that Google gives you that you put in the header section of your website.
Oh,
So it's
yeah, I
called
haven't done
header
that.
tracking code, and that's how it monitors that. So, yes, you absolutely have to have a website. Your Health Sherpa has to allow you, and it should, because that's where you would also, if you're running ads for your business, which I'm sure Health Sherpa encourages, that's also where you put your Google Pixel link as well. Not Google, Facebook Pixel for running ads.
Okay. So this is all like Charlie Brown. Like, I have no idea. That's where I get stuck, and that's why I'm like, okay, I don't know how to do this, and I just get overwhelmed, and I don't know. I just because it seems like even when I try to do it step by step, it never works the way it's supposed to, in my opinion. But because I'm sure I'm not doing it right. So it's a struggle with me, but I get impatient easy. That's probably the issue.
Well, you represent most of the people listening to this, honestly,
I'm
Colleen.
sure I do.
And you really have two choices. You can stay stuck and frustrated like Colleen, not getting these things done, or you could hire someone to get it done to increase your business. Now, they all say you have to invest in your business to move it forward, and you need to pay for things to
Yeah.
move your business forward. And you're not an expert on everything. I couldn't sell a health insurance policy to save my life. I don't know how to navigate Health Sherpa. Colleen does. Now, do I know where to put the pixel to see how many people have clicked? Do I know how to set up a Google My Business page, even if you don't have a brick and mortar? Yes, I do. And that is something I hear people struggle with all the time, and they just give up. So, do you want to be the person who gives up, or do you want to be the person that traps that business? And that question is honestly up to you. So, you know how to get in touch with me. The links are all in the bio. So,
Yes,
but
ma'am. I need,
oh,
yes, so the whole thing, I get you, and you're right. You're 100% right. I just am like, oh. And then I get busy doing other things. I'm like, I have time. And then next thing you know, I don't have time. So
and this is
that's
the plan, the the AI plan. So if you get a
right.
business review like this, what do you do in the first 2 days? Days 1 to 3, 2 to 7. So this is your phase one plan for this. Then you go to phase 2 and 3. What are you doing? These are pretty big numbers. So if you don't have a big agency, you're going to have to pick and choose what you're going to integrate for this season, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but you already have a CRM, so that's not part of it. Multi-channel coordination.
Right.
If you have Go High Level, you can post on all of the different channels. So would this investment be that big for someone who already has Go High Level? AI chatbot implementation. Yes, you can use what's currently in Go High Level, and it's connected very well. Um, their AI inside Go High Level is not inexpensive. So I could see you using at least a third of this budget. It's $97 a month at the lowest level if you're getting someone who's selling it to you for cost for unlimited AI. So that's something to just keep in mind. Um,
Uh-huh.
then some predictive analysis. And this is honestly months 1 to 3. You're now looking at the end of AEP. But during month one, hopefully you've got something like Hotjar on your website. Hopefully you've done your Google My Business page so you can see how many people are clicking, or you spend the 200 bucks. I think it's about 200 bucks for Reach Inbox and put their tracker on there. So now, are you spending $2,000? No, you're spending whatever money that you've used to hire a consultant and some software. So again, maybe you're looking at about $500, not $2,000. Well, the voice AI agents, that's up there, even with Go High Level. Um, but so lead volume, um, this is with running Facebook ads. If you're not running Facebook ads and you're doing this organically, it's going to be a little different. but I'm sure everyone would love 200 to 350 new clients during AEP. And in the area that this person lives, Wake County, this it's only 2 to 3% of market penetration, and he's going to make 75,000 to 150 additional in commissions if he can do this. And you
That's
look at
exciting.
it, it was maybe $10,000 of investment in his business to get these impacts. Now, am I recommending that you go out there and invest $10,000 30 days before AEP? I am absolutely not recommending that because I see a lot of potential for crash and burn. Would I take one or two things out of this and implement it for AEP to help you gain new clients? Absolutely. So, investment required. Is there potential? Absolutely. So, and that's the question, not whether to implement AI, but it's how quickly can you do it to capture more of the market share from the people that are not implementing AI, that are basically relying on the old methods. The other thing that I'm going to share with you that I learned from a conference was take all the brochures, take everything, and load it into AI and create the dumbest down versions of them. And then you're going to have a way to explain to anyone, no matter their education level, that they're not getting stuck in all of this insurance jargon, mumbo jumbo. What does this mean? You're going to be able to take those brochures, change them into plain English with AI, and then sit there with them and explain it to them. And you're their new best friend because you've taken something that they've struggled with that's complex, and now they're your new client. That's another way that you can use AI for your business.
Well, thank you for clarifying for me. I mean, I know sometimes it's hard to speak up, like, because I know better. I really do. Like, if, and I haven't reached out because I don't want to bother anybody or but I know better and I still do it. Like, I'm still like, oh, just wait. I'm just going to put it off. Well, I should know better.
No, I think for a lot of people, it's not the knowing better, it's the uncertainty
Yes.
of the unknown. If I really invest this money, what's the payback going to be? And do I have the time? Do I need a done for you service? Because I don't have the time, but do I have the money for a done for you service?
Uh,
And you're caught in this constant role of what's going to happen? How am I going to get this done? So you just have to
am I
realize
going to
what.
pay for this and then never finish it? Like, I never finish anything else because, yeah, because I get confused and lost in all the things. But I know for sure if you sign up with Heather, she will not let that happen to you. She will help you. That I do know.
So I provide in AI 101 right now. And honestly, I haven't had demand for more um, sessions once a week on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Hawaii time. That's when I go live in there, and you can get on with me and ask all of your AI questions. I usually have a topic in my back pocket that I'm ready to talk about if no one gets on. So there's more content, and when you're ready. Now, as we expand the group and there's different times that you want to be in there, so we can do more group coaching sessions, and I can have a life insurance coaching session and a direct sales coaching session in there. I have a class that I put on for a direct selling agency that showed them how to create a compliance bot so they could make sure that everything that they put out there was in compliance with their company. So there's just so many things you can do with it. It's just a matter of, having the imagination to be, what's my biggest problem? And then getting the right implementation consultant, AKA Heather, to help that dream you have and make it into reality to make your life easier.
Yes, ma'am. I'm on it. I'm on it. What days do you do your classes again? What time? Wednesdays, you said?
Yeah, it's Wednesdays. It's probably while you're still working because it is 10 a.m. Hawaii time. So I feel like that's in the middle of the afternoon.
It is. It's like 3.
So, but I'm open to have other times. But I'm also looking to serve the Hawaiian community as well. But for them, it might be better at a 3 or 4 p.m., but not quite great for the mainland. So,
Well, it's great for me because that's about when I start settling in and getting ready to work. Like from
so join the community. It's in the links in the comments, the links on the description of this video. Come in. It's free for the first 7 days, so you can check it out. So no obligation. And see if it's the right thing for you. And I have a lot of things unlocked in there that you can get to in your first 7 days. Not everything, because you can't give the cow and the farm away for free. But there's a lot of things in there that you can go through. And guess what? You can put your questions in there. And I'm in there like 3 times a day answering questions. So while you might not get it live, you will get your answers from the real Heather and not Heather AI. So, but that's about all I had for today. We went over by about 15 minutes.
But it was
So,
good. It was good. It was a lot of good information, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
all right, I'm going to play
Play my song?
Colleen's favorite song. And I'm going to stop the stream. So, aloha.
Bye.
Lights are shining everywhere. Feel the rhythm in the air. Hearts are beating, feel the vibe. Get on up, it's time to jive. I'm so excited.